Yeah, this little camera, this is a second take on my third vlog, video log. I'll tell you what, man, these cameras just wig me out sometimes. I'm not used to it. Now, I've got production cameras we use for bigger stuff, but this is just a little vlog. I've got a snipe camera, and it says you can vlog with it, but I don't know how. It just fell over. I mean, I'm okay for talking to the boys in Ireland with it. I know how to do that. I just don't know how to record anything with it. I need to get the instructions out. The problem is, I think I threw them away. I'm doing this vlog before I do the radio show. Here's why. You know, it'll be loaded to YouTube after the radio show is done. But on Fridays, I am way too busy. I've got too much I do to go ahead and I mean, I'm just swarmed. That's the best way to describe it, swarmed. Well, let me get a sip of coffee. I have so much I do on Fridays that I hate Fridays, basically. I've had a handful of good ones in the last year, but mostly I'm just so busy I don't get to really do anything. What I mean by not do anything, like by now I would have already done a puppet show. Didn't get to. And I'm going to try, I got the puppets made. I'm going to try to do it. It's not going to be for kids, but there won't be anything really vulgar in it. Now, last night's catching up with me. I didn't know that something bad had happened, but this morning I woke up and I had that feeling in my gut we all get, and I've got shades on again. I'll get back to this subject. This light right up there, due to having to plug this camera in, it drains the batteries fast. It's unreal. And I can get another battery for it, and I'm probably going to order one. This is a little pawn shop special. It's a Sony Handycam I bought for $100. They're like 200 and something at Walmart, but this is an older version. I like it because I can pull the memory stick out, insert it in a reader I've got, put it in the computer, and from there I can load it to my documents file, and from there I can upload it to YouTube. I go through all that just to put a vlog on YouTube. Get a sip of coffee. That's the last one on the vlog. I gotta save the rest of it for the video, for the radio show. Why? Because this right now I'm doing is for fun, and it's just visiting with friends. A radio show I do for money, and it's one of those things. I've getting back on track. I woke up this morning. Every morning, what I do, and this is going to sound so stupid to so many of you, I check the obituaries, in the Daily Oklahoman and a few other newspapers. And the reason is I have so many people I love and care about. I just want to make sure they're not in those obituaries. I've seen a lot of friends of mine pass, go ahead, die, whatever you want to call it, go to heaven, go to hell, whatever their final destination. In the last 2 years, I've lost a lot of folks I loved. So I check, and if it's local, I try to go to the funeral. Well, that aside, push that aside, I got up this morning and I felt like something catastrophic had happened. So after I do the obituaries, I go to the Weather Channel, and nothing showed up there. And then after that, I go to the drudgery. Well, then I go to Facebook to see what my friends were up to during the night. And when I went to Drudge, where I get a news feed and look at it, found out there'd been a massive tornado run through. Well, just a second, folks, and I'll bring it up on this computer. I need to fire it up anyway. I think it was Jefferson, Missouri. I don't know. I'm gonna monster tornado strikes Missouri. Jefferson City, which is the capital of Missouri, it evidently just tore it up. They know at least 3 people are dead. Somebody told me it was 7 people. Since Monday, there have been 90 reported tornadoes in the heartland, and 3 people have died. This was on the 8th anniversary of the 2011 Joplin tornado, where 161 people were killed. That, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of stuff going on. I've had friends pester me a little bit about I keep talking about guns. Yes, I own a bucket load up. I'm not going to tell you how many on this vlog or on the air. I'm a gun collector. I collect quite a few. Most of mine are antiques, but some of them aren't. And it's really nobody's business what I have or don't have. But I had a few friends private message me, one during the radio show Tuesday, and I just didn't address it. Well, you say you carry a firearm. We'd like to see what kind of firearm you carry. Well, I give a description. Normally I carry a .357 Magnum. It's a Model 65 Smith & Wesson I've had since I first started being a cop. That was decades ago. I just put it on the table, the desk here. And that's if I feel like there's a bona fide threat coming up, but I normally carry it all the time. And I carry a backup gun still. It's a .22 caliber. And let me get my pocket and I'll show you. Wow, that's hard to get. Okay, this is a Model 65 Smith & Wesson. I've carried this thing for about 40-something years. It was my old police service revolver. It's .357. It carries a bullet this big. And at about 50 feet, I can punch 6 bullets through a $50. I'll get in here and I'll show you what a $50 looks like right there. To give you a scale on that, That's a $50. That is a dime. Now, well, 50 feet isn't very far. Let me tell you something. When you've got a hot load 357, that's pretty fair shooting, buddy. And I'm just going to tell you, I don't mess with it. It's like part of me. It's like part of breathing. And so that's what I carry. I can get to it relatively quickly, because if I feel something coming up, all I do is unsnap. It's in one of my boots, and then I'm ready to rock and roll. And I carry 7 reloads in my pocket. But 6 bad guys are going to die first rattle out of the box. Now, what else do I carry? Well, I carry a .22 pistol. I know that looks big. It's not. I'll try to give you guys a comparison, one right under the other. .22 pistol. I carry wheel guns. I own some semi-autos. I don't like them because if a semi-auto jams, you are up that creek. These, if it doesn't go off, you just go to the next bullet in the cylinder, and you know, I've got a friend I talked to yesterday. Well, it was Jerry, my best buddy. We were driving around in my old van talking, and we discussed this very thing. Well, that .22 pistol shoots something like that. Now, what's the difference? Let's get them right side by side. There you go. That's the difference. And he said, well, that is deadly. And yeah, it is. But at 50 feet, let's say 20 yards, which is 60 feet, that might kill you, it might not. A lot of folks, unless you hit somebody in an eyeball and it goes through to the brain cavity, that is not going to stop a bad guy. It just won't. The 357, you hit a bad guy with that, I don't care if he's got body armor on with steel plates, it's still going to knock him down. If you shoot him in a hand or an arm or a leg, he's going to lose the limb. These look like they're standard silver tips. They're not. Those are custom. It turns into a hand grenade, basically, when it enters the human body. One thing I like about it, and I'm not being gross on here, I'm just explaining myself, it's not going to exit a human body and hit somebody behind it. That's why everything I shoot is a hollow point. The bigger the hole in the hollow point, the better, because it will stop. It goes in, it flanges out, and it takes out the bad guy, but it doesn't go all the way through and hit some innocent bystander or do property damage behind them. That's why I carry them. Now, this is going to be an abbreviated vlog, and like I said, I won't upload it until after I do the radio show. Now, I've got to go now. I've got a lot of prep work I got to do, and I got some other things I have to do. I do love you. I love everybody. I try to. Even the bad guys, I love them. How can I do that? Now, I don't love child rapists and pedophiles. I do need to make a statement. I catch somebody harming a child, I might be old and crippled on a walking cane, but as you see from what I've got laying on this desk, I've got teeth and I'll use them. I will not tolerate a child being hurt. I love kids more than I love breathing, and I like to breathe. But I love you. I hope you have a great Thursday and a great weekend, and I'll see you again Monday. Bye-bye.